I got a love-hate relationship with this GH5. Coming up. Hey everyone, Magnus here. And I've got the update, as you guys know, on the GH5. Its new firmware update that includes 400 megabits per second recording, amongst other features such as improved autofocus, yada yada yada. But my complaint for this new update actually has to do with the 400 megabits per second and the actual memory card slots in the GH5. Now let me explain. GH5 is compatible with UHS-II cards. Now, I don't normally need to use UHS-II. My Canons don't work with it. My NX1s don't need it at all because their bitrate is low enough to where you don't need it. But on the GH5, what that UHS-II means is that you can record at faster data transfer rates to the card and write a heck of a lot quicker. I was going to hang on to my faster UHS SanDisk Extreme Pro cards to record at 400 megabits per second because my Canon 5D Mark IV, which I'm using now to record this on a SanDisk Extreme Pro SD card, UHS-I, it's recording just fine at 500 megabits per second. So of course, I was hoping that 400 megabits per second on the GH5 would be enough. Now let me show you guys. I inserted the card. See this SanDisk Extreme Pro card. This SanDisk Extreme Pro card, 512 gigabytes. This is what's on my Canon 5D Mark IV currently at the moment, and I'm putting it in the GH5. Okay, so let's see what happens. Turn on the camera. Now I've got it already set to record at 4K 400 megabits per second. See? 4K 400 megabits per second. And I put the memory card in there. Now watch what happens as I just record behind me. It's my face, of course. 400 megabits per second on this SD UHS-I SanDisk Extreme Pro, which works on my Canon 5D Mark IV. What am I getting here? Well, still recording. Boom. I get that error message. Now that's frustrating. Slower transfer rate than the Canon 5D Mark IV, yet still 5D Mark IV works better with the older cards than the new one could. Now why is that a problem? Just buy the new cards, right? Well, my issue with buying the new cards is that, like I said, they don't come with a big enough format so I can have a long recording shoot without feeling that I'm interrupted. Well, sure, with the GH5 you can just switch out cards, but I don't want to have to switch out cards so many times when compared to what I can get with a UHS-I card that can obviously record that fast. I wish they would have improved the rate. Now, one thing I want to show you guys is that I am recording at 500 megabits per second off of my Canon 5D Mark IV. Now, let me take the few seconds that I can. I'll shut off the 5D Mark IV right here. Open the slot. And there it is. Now, I'm going to go and show you guys basically what I just recorded with the 5D Mark IV and compare that transfer rate to the same card, same exact card on the GH5. So, using the SanDisk Extreme Pro. I'm sitting at the computer. I'm going to first put in the GH5's memory card. Looking at the video files, I've got a couple here, all which I've tried to record, recording my face. And if you look at the side, you see about 400 megabits per second, okay? 29 frames per second, 400 megabits per second, and 4K. So I was only able to get 23 seconds worth before the card gave out on me. Now I'm going to switch it up to the 5D Mark IV's memory card and show you guys the file sizes on this card. This I just recorded. 24 gigs. It's over 500 megabits per second on the same type of card. And I recorded for a good 6 minutes and I stopped it myself. It wasn't anyone else that stopped it for me. So that in itself is a little bit frustrating and annoying. Why did that happen? Why does that happen? I'm not particularly sure, and it's a bit frustrating. I mean, again, it's just the limitations, and I know Canon got a lot of fodder, especially when it came to, they got attacked a lot, especially when it came to the fact that they couldn't put in the UHS-II card slots, right? Why did we have to get a slower card slot, a CF card and UHS-I slot? Well, I think this example proves to me why that decision by Canon may not have been all that bad. Granted, you could have included a CFast slot and then an SD card slot, but still, this compromise has actually proved beneficial for me when it comes to video recording, because the CF cards and the UHS-I card slots are fast enough to use larger SD cards and record for longer. Now I'm going to put this card on the Canon right back. You won't be able to see me, but put it right back on the Canon 5D Mark IV. Turn that bad boy on, hit record, and here I am. No issues. Recording 500 megabits per second, and I don't worry. Let me know what you guys think, or what your opinion is, or what I'm doing wrong. Now, I know several different SD card types work differently on different cameras. I completely understand that. But I also looked up information on this issue as to, are there better UHS-I cards that work on the GH5, and I couldn't find anything that shows that I can use a larger card size that's UHS-I on the GH5. So that's a bit frustrating, especially for those larger file formats. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, share, hit my Twitter up, and as always, you can make my day if you subscribe today. This is Magnus, and I'm out. See you guys later.